This is the new moon solar update for June 10th. We're just going to take a look at some of the themes and how you can use the energy to assist you to get a heads up. We're looking at these energies coming in now as we speak. They're actually occurring now. This Gemini new moon eclipse will be exact on June 10th and absolutely in effect for at least 6 months. I consider this a delivery of energies. I like to think of it as a basket of energies as being presented at our door to use them and discover what they are and hopefully understand them as gifts, these new energetic tools. Remember that where we are in this moment, we are just off a very intense total lunar eclipse that occurred on May 26, 2021. This was very instrumental in suggesting a removal of emotional density, all that was within us, outdated mental complexes and the physical strings attached to those emotions and those mental processes. And hopefully we are now experiencing some more interior space after this density removal. It is still ongoing. This lunar eclipse, that process didn't end. It just culminated. So right now we are between the two eclipses. This 2-week period happens twice a year. It will happen again in late November, early December. This is a really juicy period of energies swirling. I think of the old is dancing with the new. I think of it's a dance. It doesn't all happen exactly like, oh, I completely end all of these and now I grab these. No, it's a process. It's a dance. It's a filtering. Both of these processes are ongoing. So it's not so much a shock to the body. Let's look at this specific new moon lunar eclipse at 19 Gemini and what these energies are about that are coming in, and how they're going to possibly be interpreted in your body. The more conscious we are of what is being delivered, the more easily we can begin to utilize their highest potential. So let's look at the quintessential or traditional Gemini energies. Imagine this is going to bring kind of an upgrade to these typical energies, a new level, a new version. Gemini is air. It's the wind, it's lightness, it's curiosity, it's flexibility, it's mutable, it's a mental sign. So we could really use mental flexibility, people being able to switch their minds, change their minds about something 1, 2, 3 continual amount of times as more data comes in to help us. Now that we've cleared out some space with that lunar eclipse, we may have some interior, larger spaces to play with. I view Gemini as light in the body. It's the lightest sign. And isn't that what we're all doing, is incorporating more light in the body and experiencing lightness of being. Lightness. What does it feel like to be light in our physical bodies? We can experience light in our bodies in multiple ways. On the physical, we can begin to feel more space in our joints, more fluidity in the way we move our body, the way that we walk in the world, the posture. Really take a look at your posture, your stature, how you're walking in the world. This is really giving us energy to increase our height or our sense of how we walk in the world. Lighter, taller, lifting the heart a little more. Our heart is lighter. The truth of our being is more present. And this is actually can be felt as we walk into the world. We actually can feel lighter. Also, on the interior planes, it's about being and understanding how light is absorbed in our body, how we cultivate light, how we breathe light, how we can use light, turning on our glands, our higher sensory functions, need the light of consciousness, need the interior light to be directed with our new understanding of frequency. There's so much information now on frequency, how we can begin to use it. And this is brilliant. We need a lot of ways of understanding this way of moving. We're actually moving into an understanding, for many of us, from a survival way of looking at our existence into a more transcendent way. To me, this theme with the energies, the Neptune and the Gemini energies coming in, the mutable signs with Pisces, Neptune and Jupiter, it's all suggesting that, yes, our mind are changing, but we're being absolutely asked to bring in a sense of spirituality, a mutable sense of a highest expression in our thoughts, in our head. We're processing so much information, but we actually need to also filter it through our Neptunian lens, our otherworldly sense, our connected sense, our intuitive, imaginative sense, meditation, creativity, artists. There's a high potential that our mental, if we're too mentally focused and processing too much data in the historical way that we have processed a lot of thoughts, we may feel a little jammed, a little head ache or a vertigo or maybe dizziness. We really need to dance this with or incorporate Neptunian sensitivities, our emotions, what feels right for us, really bringing it into our heart, our why, watching, sensing, feeling, adding that component of the Neptunian world, the imagination. Well, where am I going to take this mental processing, this new information? How can I create with it? How can I visualize a new world or put it into some form of your higher spiritual sense? How can you incorporate? We all need others and ourselves to do this so that we can bring this connected world, this unity world. When you spin your spiritual or your spirit or your imagination or your creativity into a thought or a delivery of an idea, you're really making it kind of accessible to another person's heart. And really that is where we're going with this heart. So we may want to be the neutral observer for anything mercurial, anything mental. New moons are new beginnings, and they're a beginning of a process that we're going to develop over a while. It's not just a day. It's not just this cycle and it's over. No, this next 6 months is very important. 6 months is really about cultivating a new mental terrain of self-talk and talk in the outer world, how we express ideas to other people. As we become the neutral observer, we have the opportunity to really look at what's charged. What in my words was highly charged, and how did that come about? So we're really going to be understanding as we observe ourselves a lot more of maybe where we came to be, our histories and insights and clues into where our mission can be bona fide increased, enhanced, fortified, clarified in the coming days. Remember, Gemini is also about media. So we're looking at truth in media, new ways of communicating media, new connections in media. And just sort of wrap up a little bit on the energies of the Gemini new moon solar eclipse. It's about new beginnings. It's about how you process Gemini energy in your body, in your words, in your communication, how you're being challenged in the current terrain with all the other transits going on to tease out the truth, incorporate your sense of yourself, your spiritual orientation, your spiritual maturity and emotional maturity, how that is expressed and how you want to show up. You may get pieces of new insights and ideas that you'll incorporate over the 6 months. So this is a seed planting time, a seed in your heart, and planting seeds of light within your being on how you would like to shine and request higher frequency access. Again, if you need help with specifically where this new moon energy is falling in your chart, where you have the opportunity to incorporate some of these ideas, or you would like a current update, feel free to reach out to me or connect with me on my website, carriekeegan.com. Blessings.